Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Jetstar. And guess what? As you read in the thumbnail, yes, Jetstar is getting popular in Japan. Well, how is that? I'll just share the details with you in a while. In this video, we're going to run through that and my views on why it is actually big and what it means in the future of Jetstar ecosystem or the token altogether. This is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Having said that, let's jump into the video right now. Quickly running through the price point of Jetstar. It's holding strong at that 8 cent mark. 8.7 cents is what is the current price. But if you look at the 7-day chart, it seems to be consolidating within this price range of 84 to 883. That is the price range that it's kind of holding strong. So in the past few days we have seen that there are some significant improvements. There are big catalysts coming in the future. The first one being the new website design looks really cool, and I'm very excited to see how the new website looks in total. And definitely a review would drop in on my views on how I feel the website is well designed. But on initial note, if you have gone through my earlier videos, I've shown you the website preview, which was also posted on Twitter. You can just go ahead to Jetstar official Twitter and have a look for yourself. But what I personally feel is the color combination, the amount of artwork and effort that is put in is really, really great. And that shows. That's the reason why I was actually very much interested in Jetstar. In fact, the two main factors that I'm interested in Jetstar, or why I am actually quoting that Jetstar will be a big, crypto in the near future, is one, they are into the GameFi space, and two, well, you have it, the artwork and the artists behind. So if you come down to the current website, you have the partnership with Frag Games, which has happened recently, and this happened when the token was not even a month old, guys, and that's how huge the team is and how big the backup, the background work is actually going on. We never know what more we can expect in future, especially when we have Aaron Miller as one of the chief artists who would be supporting this platform. We have the Agora marketplace coming in. We have the star staking coming in, where you can stake your jet and earn passive income. And if you have read through some of the Twitter posts that's happening lately from the team, it's as good as having almost 150% APR, and that's how high it is. Like, imagine you just hold your jet and you just go ahead and stake it. Probably you'll be able to earn the second token cred through these passive income rewards, as well as the reflections that you would definitely be getting by holding Jetstar through the transaction tokenomics which are in place. That's pretty huge. And what's more, on the roadmap, if you have checked, Jetstar holders will get free NFT airdrop if you are one among the first 1,000 holders to hold a minimum of 1,000 JED. And if you are one among the top 100 in these first 1,000 holders who hold a minimum JED, you would also be entitling yourself to another special NFT that is given out in different tiers. You have the mythical, you have the legendary, you have the rare, and you have the, I guess, the ultra rare or something. I forgot, guys. I'm sorry for that. But there are these four tiers which are actually existing. So that gives you an additional benefit of having an NFT with you, and that too, these NFTs, I'm strongly believing that would be designed by Aaron Miller himself. That's what I feel strongly, because the CCG card game is coming out, and these NFTs that you would be receiving as airdrops, most probably, I'm not completely 100% sure, but 95% I'm pretty much confident that these NFTs would be something that you can actually utilize in this card game that's upcoming. The rest 5%, well, I'm yet to see how it all pans out, because what would be the attributes and how it is that it would be utilized, whether it will be a in-game asset or whether it will be just an in-game character as a card. I'm not so sure on that. So that's where I have that 5% buffer. Sorry. But I'm pretty sure that this NFT that you will be receiving will definitely be utilized in the card game that's coming out next year. It's in development by Frag Games, and what's more, along with this, you also have the MMORPG that's getting into development with the Frag Games franchise as well. And Frag Games are those guys who have actually designed some pretty good ones. They have also had Sony as one of their clients, and right now they are also working with one of the biggest industries in Europe. They are into gaming industries in Europe, and I believe that if my sources are right and if what my research has actually proven to be correct, then Frag Games is one among the big top tires. I mean, working among one among the big top tire industries in Europe, and it can be any of those big industries, guys. I'm not so sure which exactly that industry is, but it's ideally NDAs and stuff, so you won't be able to probably disclose all those things. But nonetheless, I'm pretty sure that they are big. And if you have checked through my other videos initially, when I have run through the Frag website and also some of the game footages of what my views are on how they can go ahead and design games, they are pretty good and very very professional, and they do have their own slew of artists behind for character design and stuff like that. So it's going to be big. And the new website, the new white paper is also coming out. The white paper version 2 will contain the details of the next token that is going to be part of the ecosystem. If anyone who is watching this video the first time, Jetstar is an ecosystem for three tokens, guys. First one being JED, the second token is called CRED, KRED. And this recent AMA, if you have still not watched the video on the AMA details, please, I suggest you to go ahead and watch that, because there was a huge big drop, I mean bomb drop by Josh, the CEO of Jetstar. He said that they are looking into opportunities or tie-ups with certain game platforms where you can utilize cred to purchase any of the in-game assets which are there. Like, it's not specific to only the games which Jetstar is doing. It can be any other game out there which is hosted on the platform. Think of it like Steam is a platform which hosts a lot of games done by many of the other gaming studios or in-house gaming studio by Steam itself. But nonetheless, you will have USD or the normal fiat transactions that are happening for purchasing and selling in-game assets within the entire Steam system. However, right now, any game you take, the similar way in crypto, if any of the other platforms which are arising, if any game is listed on the platform, say around 100 plus games listed platform is what they are in talks with, but you can purchase and transact those NFTs ideally, because in crypto, your in-game assets are basically branded as NFTs. So it will be an NFT transaction that would happen. Imagine any game, you don't need to own its own native currency, and you just have one single currency to go ahead and transact. That gives a whole new angle of utility to cred even before it is launched. They are thinking of this even before the cred launches has happened, even before the white paper version 2 is released. They are dropping these kind of bombs. So that definitely means that they are having a very good vision in terms of what's next to come. And this is going to be a huge thing that would revolutionize GameFi. I would say probably yes. These kind of features, if done right, again you have the conditions apply. If done right, then this would definitely revolutionize the GameFi space, because you do not have any token right now out there which is used as, which can be ideally utilized as a common currency for trading in game assets. Each game has its own inbuilt currency, and that's the only way that you can actually obtain those in game assets. But if you have a single currency or a single crypto token that you can actually utilize for purchasing all those assets in any of the game that you're interested to be part of, that's a huge plus. Moving on to the actual end of the video and the content where I was speaking of in terms of Jetstar in Japan, guys. I just ran through this video in YouTube, and this is by Yakuza Trade, and the channel has around 176,000 subscribers, and we already have around 7,000 views, and they have posted, I don't know if it's a person or a company, so I would like to put it as they. And if anyone who is watching from Japan or anyone who is watching this video who knows this channel well, please do let me know in the comments section if this is a person or if this is a company out there. I would like to correct myself in the future videos if in case I want to reference that. But moving on, guys, if you look at this, this is the exposure that Jetstar was is getting right now in Japan. Not was, is getting it in Japan right now. Why is this huge? Just to give you a background when it comes to crypto and Japan, I just ran through a few articles, and if you check through here in this article, if you are interested in going through this, I'll also leave the link of this article in the description below. You can just check that out. It says how Japan became the global leader in cryptocurrency and blockchain adoption. Well, if in case anyone does not know, Japan is the first ever country to actually legalize crypto and also had added as part of their government economy system all in place. Now there are a lot of retail people who are actually using Bitcoin for transactions to go through. I think there is one electronic retailer who is actually accepting Bitcoin for electronic gadgets. There are also certain places where you can actually trade Bitcoin for normal food, hotels, restaurants, stuff like that. So the adoption of crypto in Japan is literally huge. And as per a recent survey, I believe around 21 to 30% of 25 to 30-year aged people in Japan use cryptocurrency, and that is either in trading or utilize it for goods and services as transactions, whatever be the scenario. But that's how huge it is. The adoption is very, very high. And what's more, when it comes to Jetstar and the GameFi platform, Japan is home to some of the biggest gaming industries out there. And if you check out the survey stats, Japan, I mean, this is as per 2020 December, guys. Japanese video game market today is the third biggest video game market worldwide. And some of the most renowned video game companies stem from Japan, such as hardware marketers Sony and Nintendo, which play a dominant role between in both the global as well as Japanese console market. Now, this is why I'm very, very bullish in terms of adoption of Jetstar in Japan, because mainly they have a lot going on in terms of the gaming industry. I would say that they are somewhat kind of a pioneers in time in terms of the gaming section that's coming out. You have some big, amazing studios in Japan when it comes to gaming, and you have some a huge community backing the gaming front, especially in online gaming and tournaments, esports, you name it all, they are into it. So having said that, if you look at the option of where Jetstar is going ahead, they come out with their own games. The adoption in Japan would be quite huge. That's my take on why Jetstar would definitely be rocketing to the moon once we have the launches happening. Ideally, for the second token, or this exposure would definitely enable Jetstar to have a very, very good organic growth again, not just a kind of a growth where you can expect a normal pump and dump, but it would be a definite organic growth. Now, coming back to the graph portion, if you have a look at the day chart all the way back till 24th of August, there was a huge pump all the way till 64-65 cents, and then it dropped down, and we have seen that it's consolidating all the way. It reached that 8 cent mark when the frag game partnership was announced. Then it dropped down again to 3 cents, 2.93 cents, and after which again it is back up to, or rebounded up to, the 8 cents or 8.6 cents mark. And will it fall down again? Well, in the coming days there might be a slight fall, but I strongly believe that this fall wouldn't happen to a very large extent, as we saw in terms of for coming down to 2.5 or 3 cents back again. Why is that? Well, the new website is coming out probably this week or next week. Agora Marketplace is coming out. You have the staking feature also getting rolled out very soon. Once the staking feature and the new website are out, definitely at least 50% of the people who are right now current holders would be going ahead and staking their jet tokens, and that would provide a layer of support for the price not to fall down below a certain point. Second, the Aaron Miller's NFTs would be obviously released as first dose. And you have Josh White, who is also an amazing artist. He was also part of the recent AMA. You have that artist's artwork coming out in Agora Marketplace. So once the Agora Marketplace kicks in and NFTs start rolling out, you can definitely see some price action, because you would be able to start seeing the trade of NFTs happening. And we don't know how the tokenomics work out eventually. There might be chances that there is a burn implemented to those NFTs as well, which would further reduce the supply of Jetstar and also improve the price point. And what's more, the one thing that not many people are still aware of, or not many people would have forgotten, or if you are still remembering it, well and good. You're with me, guys, in the following Jetstar on recent updates. The 5% burn, or 5 million token burn, is still pending in what they have announced in the initial white paper. So it's like 60% of the total supply would be burnt, out of which 45% was burnt in the initial stage and 10% was burnt again in the later stages. 5% and the initial stage somewhere in the month of August or September, I believe, and another 5% was burnt live on the first AMA with Adam Shelton. Now, that happened, and the rest 5% is still pending, guys. And once that burn happens, and I'm pretty sure that the burn would be planned after the Agora Marketplace launches, or probably during the Agora Marketplace launch. I'm not so sure when it is going to happen, but that would definitely contribute in terms of upscaling the price or providing that kind of support, because it reduces the supply altogether. Big things happening with Jetstar. So if you're still thinking that you want to get into a project which has a good potential for profit, both short term and long term, I say this in both short term and long term. The main reason being short term profit is also there because this token is high up in terms of the dollar values, guys. So if you check my earlier video on the price prediction, I have given you a mathematical calculation where I say what the price would of Jetstar can be if it reaches a certain market cap, which one of the other token has right now. And as far as how things are panning out, I'm pretty confident that this would be something that we will have to look out for. So if you're considering any good token to add to your portfolio, I would definitely say that this is something that you'll have to definitely go ahead and check, and it's worth investing in this token. That's my personal opinion. Again, please do your own research and get into the token at your own consent and decision. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and please do support me in reaching that 750 mark. And yes, thank you for all the love and support till now. For those who have subscribed to my channel, I've reached that 500 plus subscriber mark, and my next target would be 750. So if you're watching this video and you're still not subscribed to my channel, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It only takes 2 seconds, and what it does is just motivates me to bring in more good content out for you guys out there. Thank you so much once again, guys. Have fun.